Dragon Ball has had a rough history in the West when it comes to video games. I mean, when I think of the words Dragon Ball and video game, the first thing that comes to mind is that strange localized version of Dragon Ball for NES, which was renamed Dragon Power stateside. It was the same game, but like a lot of NES games from that era, the cover art was changed. They also saw fit to alter all of the character names as well. I guess there was just a lingering stigma in America about Japanese products, so they felt the need to mask the Japaneseness of certain stuff. By 2006, though, that stigma was long gone, and America was right in the midst of anime mania. Toonami was in full throw on Cartoon Network, and pretty much everyone knew what Dragon Ball was. So by the time this game came along, there was no need to cover anything up. It was Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure for the Game Boy Advance. So in this game, you mainly play as Goku, and progress through the story of Dragon Ball by making your way through various levels, mainly platforming, but also one-on-one fighting at times. The game does a really good job of telling the story, and I really liked the way that it was portrayed here. The game is colorful and vibrant, and has some pretty good music. But the game is short and can be completed in less than 3 hours, and just like most games of this genre, however, it does suffer a bit from repetitiveness. You do get a bit of replayability since you're able to unlock a second playthrough with Krillin, but again, the gameplay is so repetitive, it's really hard to not get bored here. The game offers up a second mode of play with a versus battle mode, but I feel like that too suffers from repetitiveness. Unlike most fighting games that offer an array of moves for each fighter, in this game, each character plays exactly the same. You basically just button mash, and hope your button mashing is better than the opponent's button mashing. Don't get me wrong though, this isn't a bad game. It's by no means a great game, but it isn't bad either. I honestly think the license saves this game. I know that sounds odd, but it's true. Because ultimately, you are still getting the story of Dragon Ball, which at the end of the day is a great story. If you're at all nostalgic for Dragon Ball, you'll probably enjoy this title. You'll just get bored after a bit if you try to play it in too long of intervals because of the repetition. But it can serve well in short bursts if you're just in need of something to play on the bus commute to school or work. In those cases, this game can do the trick. But at least the gameplay isn't crappy. Repetitive as it may be, it is very clean and precise. I never found myself getting frustrated due to enemies landing hits when I was blocking, or missing enemies when I was executing combos, or any other glitchy nonsense that you might see in other licensed games. So, overall, I'd say that this game serves as a decent little platforming beat-em-up on the GBA. It looks great, the sprite work is amazing, it sounds great, and of course, you get to see Bulma in her bunny outfit, because why not?
Oh, easy does it.